Hi, I'm John DeVore. Welcome to the DeVore Fidelity YouTube channel. Roxy and I would like to welcome you to the end of 2020. I want to say thank you to everyone who stuck it out. I want to send a huge thanks to all of the DeVore Fidelity dealers out there and all of their customers who came through for us and helped get us through the year 2020. There were a few months in the middle of this year that were really pretty terrifying, but we are now up and running at full speed, and I can't even thank you enough. And I apologize for the current backorder situation. Thank you also to all of my subscribers and viewers on this channel. This channel is now 9 months old, and just last week we passed the 8,000 subscriber mark, which honestly I never thought we would hit. This channel was really started just for fun because we had a lot of extra time when New York was shut down. We couldn't build speakers, and so it's been a fun trip. So thank you to everyone who clicked on one of our videos, accidentally or not, and thank you to everyone who subscribed and liked and commented. And I really do mean everyone who commented. The vast majority of our comments have been really incredible, very supportive, fantastic suggestions for music to cover, for topics to cover, just overwhelming, just so warm and awesome. So many incredible examples of people's creativity during this horrible time. People sending in drawings and prints of photographs that they've taken and music. In fact, actually just yesterday, we got a CD in the mail. This CD by K. David Johnson, Memories of Brazil, which he made with his wife and daughter. And it is stunning. He's a vibraphone player, a percussionist, and a teacher. Retired now, I guess. And I'm going to play one of the tracks from this in the outro. It's absolutely gorgeous. Every track on here is fantastic. So thank you, David Johnson, for this. But of course, no conversation about internet comments would be complete without talking about the other side of the coin. Honestly, the comments on the videos really did run the gamut. And so I wanted to share some of the most interesting ones with you. But rather than read them myself, I thought it would be better to have our production manager read some of my favorite comments. Now, and this is in no way representative of all the comments. First, I do want to say that 99% of the comments have been incredibly positive, and even if they've been critical in a reasonable and polite and humane way. But a few do slip through the cracks. And these really are only some of the more recent ones, because as I went back, it's clear that YouTube's algorithms are deleting the comments here and there. But these are just a few that I could find. First one from G. White.
Since this fool is so wrong, I think he should wear an aluminum hat to prevent further damage to his pea-sized brain and education. I never heard so much nothing from an alleged audio designer.
I do appreciate the fashion tips and your concern for my pea brain and education. But as a man with no hair on the top of his head, I think an aluminum hat would be very uncomfortable. The Marvin Gaye video really did attract a lot of hostility. A lot of it was directed towards the fact that the title said it was the greatest album of all time, which, of course, if you watch the video, that's referring to what Rolling Stone magazine was calling it. And a lot of the hostility was aimed at, I'm not sure what. So, sorry, Jake Anderson, that I'm a pompous ass.
Give me a break. To compare the late 60s and Vietnam War to 2020 is to trivialize that time period, and for that matter, M. Gay's work. You are a pompous ass.
And there were also, to the Marvin Gaye video, tons of suggestions for what should have been the #1 album of all time. And that's fine, you can direct them to me, because it's interesting to hear people's thoughts on the matter, and it really did run the gamut. But Brad Rosner was really concerned about my being corrupted by the left-wing bullshit propaganda.
These are real? Jesus. Okay. Rolling Stone has been corrupted by bullshit propaganda. Once politics corrupts, you lose all credibility. On a lighter note, Elvis's Sun studio sessions alone are the progressive and revelatory fusion of black blues with white country bluegrass that to this day is earth-shattering. The race is brought together in a 19-year-old punk rocker named Elvis. The problem is, left-wing bullshit propaganda won't explain that stark reality and brilliance. I just did. The second moment of brilliance is the 33-year-old Elvis belting out a tribute to MLK in 1968, If I Can Dream. That's pure dynamite passion, soul depth and diversity. If you aren't aware of this brilliance, you've already been corrupted by left-wing bullshit propaganda.
And apologies also to Anti-Kytheria Mechanism, who was worried about the jive turkey sort of talk.
My guess is that the jive turkey type of talk on that record is not your experience, and I am so glad my dad steered me away from any jive talk and toward the sciences and respecting the English philosophy our country sits on. And Trump tried to end our endless foreign wars. But do you like him? No. I think you like the idea of protest more than anything else, and you don't understand music well if that is your favorite. Oh.
Some people were actually so moved that they reached out to me via email, and in particular, an example of this is Steve Sleddins.
Saw a video of you on YouTube, thought cool, let's buy a speaker, went to your website, and saw no way to buy your product. You might be a great speaker guy, but you have to have your head up your ass when it comes to sell it. I would be surprised if you're on your first marriage and you seem like a prick. Oh my god.
Thank you, Steve Sleddins, for your concern about my marriage. I appreciate it. You know, it seems heartfelt. So much so that he then also left a comment on one of the videos about it.
$100 to John if he can show me that he's still on his first marriage. What is up with that?
And then some of them are just pure, simple gold, such as this one from Delete the Elite.
Shut the fuck up, you dumb Jesuit Jew bitch boy.
And if there's anyone out there who doesn't believe that the Jesuit Jew bitches are running the world, Delete the Elite has a really nice YouTube channel of his own, and he will probably fail to convince you of that there as well. This one from Zodiac FML.
Aww, this is shallow. There is so little to improve on audio.
Which really is sort of sweet that there's so little to improve in audio. So thank you for that. And thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Thank you very much for sharing Crazy 2020 with me. And I will see you next year. Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks and bye.